If you're old like me, you remember back in the 90s when malls in America actually had people in them. Today, pretty much every big mall is dead in the United States, but internationally, malls are still kind of a happening place. I'm in Puebla, Mexico, and this is a smaller shopping center, but still, it's packed. And I've seen the same thing everywhere I've traveled. Dubai, India, Central America. So why is that? Why has this form of shopping died out in North America, but seems to be having a renaissance internationally? In my opinion, the answer is architecture. Most people can walk into a building and just through context clues figure out the general era in which it was constructed. This place right here still screams new, exciting, fresh, making it a genuinely cool place to hang out. But there is no such thing as forever architecture. All interiors eventually look dated. Just think about the dead mall in your community. At one time, that place was cool. And I have no doubt that 20 years from now, this place will feel just as dated as the dead mall in every community in America. The solution, unfortunately, really just comes down to the business model. For example, in Las Vegas, a new property or resort tends to lose its luster after about 15 to 20 years, which is why in Vegas, they're constantly tearing down 2-decade-old facilities and building new ones. But large-scale retail like this very rarely factors in the capitalization needed to do a complete facelift every decade and a half. Which means that when a place like this finally loses its luster, you just end up with a giant building that nobody wants to rent. It's just too large of a structure to remodel all at once. You'd have to do it a little bit at a time, and who wants to go to a mall that's kind of under construction? This is why our future needs to be centered around walkable cities, walkable downtowns. Public spaces that aren't centralized under just one roof or owned by one developer. A district with a diversity of landlords, a diversity of options for eating, recreating, living, working, has a much better chance of staying vibrant for generations.